welcome back to Tony's Board Life. We are currently setting up for Mrs. Thatcher's War, the Falklands, 1982. This is by White Dog Games and was designed by R. Ben Madison. Has done several games, very good ones. This is part of the British trilogy. I have played the Don't Tread on Me, which is about the American Revolution. This, of course, is about the Falklands War. I do have the Napoleonic one, which is in between the two. So we'll get to that one eventually, but I really wanted to get this one. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to start the setup. So first one is find the 10 Argentine units, ground units. I have found those right here. We have the 6 flagged units, 3 patrol, and 1 minefield. And then we are going to place the 3 Blue Star units, BM5. So, BM5. Come on, focus. BM5. RI4. And RI7. Those go in the Stanley box, which I put over here. So those go in the Stanley box. Next, take the FT Merc with the red star. That's this one right here. And place it face up in Darwin. Let's see here. Just looking here. Where is Darwin at? Okay. Oh, here's Darwin. So Darwin's right here. Okay. Take all 6 White Star Argentine ground units, place them face down randomly, and I believe it's in these ones right here. So these are the other 6. We're going to flip these over here, and we'll do a quick mix up here. Okay, so we're going to put one there. Douglas Station. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Teal Inlet. Yep. Hull House, Fitzroy. And I think the last one will be Green Goose, which is right here. Okay. Now, on the turn checkered rack at the bottom, so that's down here, place the game turn marker and the British SAS unit in the 1 box. Game turn and the British SAS. Okay, which is right here. Okay, done that. The BBC News marker goes on the 15th. BBC News marker goes all the way up here on the 15th. Take the Exocet marker and roll a die. So here's the Exocet marker. We need to roll a die. And I rolled a 3. On a 1, place it in the 4. On a 2, place it in the 6. Any other, it goes in the 5. Okay, so it's going to go in the 5 right there. Now take 4 Argentine Grupo markers, which is the Grupo markers are over here. So those are the Grupo markers. And I need to put them, place 1, so does it matter? It just says 4. Okay. So we'll just do this the easy way. We'll take 1, 2, 3, and 4. I need 1 in the Rio Grande. Okay, so now we're going to move up to the strategic map up here. So we're going to put 1 in the Rio Grande. We're going to put number 2 in the Rio Lagos. We're going to put number 3 in the Santa Cruz. And the number 4 in the San Juan second section there. There we go. Okay. The remaining 6 group of markers are placed in the Argentine mainland box. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. There we go. The Argentine warships, the Belgrano and the 25th de Mayo, which are these 2 units right there, they are also placed in the mainland group. So we'll just put them on top there, make it easier. Each of the 2 Argentine Picard units marked with a yellow PU is placed on the big maps in one of the airstrip boxes, Pebble Island, or Goose Green. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the mainland map. So these 2 units, one goes right here, and then one goes down here. Okay. Units which are not available for play, which I think are the rest, which are these right here. Are put in the cardboard box which comes with the game. That'd be this one. These are the 3 helicopter. So that's the 3 helicopter here. Oh. The British KLF unit. There. The Pope. The Chilean radar. I saw that around here somewhere. The diplomacy marker. The British stuffed marker. The Gurkhas. Right here. The Iwo Jima ship, which is right here. And the British and Scots Guards. So here's the Scots Guards, and is it the Welsh? Yeah, the Welsh Guards. Yep. Plus the target air sector marker right here. Okay. On the strategic map, which is this map up here, place the British and Argentine ground support markers in the 0 boxes of their ground support. Okay, so here's the British ground support. That's 0. Oh, Argentine ground support goes right there. Okay. Place the weather in the fair weather box here. Okay. Place all remaining British ground units in the Ascension Island round box on a strategic map. Oh, there it is. Now, what's kind of interesting, and this is kind of crazy, so this island's in the absolute middle of the Atlantic, and what's interesting is my dad is a ham radio operator, and has actually contacted them through his ham radio. So, and that was just recently. So that's kind of fun. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Now place 6 HH Harrier units, including Morgan, in the total exclusion zone round box on the total exclusion zone. There we go. So I need 6. What is it? HH. So I need 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Total exclusion zone. HH. Okay. Place the 6. Oh, we already did that one. Place 4 HI, including Ward, in the total exclusion zone. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The 7 remaining are faced up in Ascension Island. Okay, so the rest of these Harriers, there are 7 of them, are placed in the Ascension Island and are kind of currently out of play right now. Yes. Okay, so the RA unit goes. Okay, so the RA unit also goes on here. I'm assuming that's the Royal Artillery. Okay. Place all naval forces, the Invincibles, the Hermes, and 2 escort ships in the total exclusion zone. So we have the Invincible, we have the Hermes, and we have our 2 escort ships right here. Okay, place 16 Argentine planes in the Argentine mainland group face down. Let me read that. Okay, this one, instead of trying to fit them in here, they're done randomly. So it did say 16. So I'm going to throw them in one of my Oikis cups, my yogurt cups. Yeah, they're 16. So 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're just going to, you know what? Where's my nice little, we'll put this in my Eagle cup instead. Okay. So at that point, the game is, I'm pretty sure the game's all set up. I have no other units here. We are now ready to start to play the first turn. So this setup is all complete, and we will be going on from there. So the next point will be the beginning of the game. Okay, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. I'm Tony. So I had started this, I did a setup, and I just finished playing a game to make sure I got most of the rules right. So no guarantees that uh, it's going to, but let's hope that I've got them down pretty good and that we'll be able to I'll be able to make it through. So, but really the first part of the game really happens in this section right here. If I have to go to the island map, I will, but I know most of the first couple 7 turns or so happens right in here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Great thing, couple things real quick. There are we've got, well, it comes with this sequence of play, which has then the news headlines on here. But if you go to BGG, somebody's really gone through and made really nice few extra player aids. That does make it a little bit easier. You can have, set them up all over the place. So it does help quite a bit when it comes to that point. So, matter of fact, really don't need much of this right here. Because most of it's on those new player aids. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we turn 1. First thing we do is we determine the weather. Now, if you notice up here, we have some weather. So we're going to roll 2d6s. We got 6. 6 is, if you notice, there's a no air and then the weather. So a 6 is fair. So basically everything's going to happen. If you have no air, so if you have fog or squalls, that's going to affect certain things. And then if you have a gales, you just totally skip the turn. So we've got that. So conduct SAS rate. Now this one, we will have to move down to the map here. The Falklands, East Falkland Island map. So we have our turn track is down here. So we're on game 1. We do have an SAS. Now there's certain things you can do, and one of the key things is getting air superiority, which we'll get to, but we really want to get rid of this guy here and this guy here. And so what you can do is you can use your SAS, Special Forces, here to get rid of these. That's one of the things you can do. It's not instantaneous, obviously. So, but what we're going to do, we're going to go after, we're going to go after the Pebble Island airstrip here. So we're going to go up here to the Pebble Island airstrip. Now, what we're going to need to do is we need to roll 2d6s, or 1d6 actually. And let's see here. We get to that point. Okay. So this is the Raid Argentine airstrip. So Pebble Island, which is what we are, it succeeds on a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and fails on a 5 or 6. So we need to roll 1d6. So let's go ahead and 1d6. We got a 4. It succeeds. This guy won't be able to help. Now, I have to roll to see when these come back. 3. So I will count turns here. By the way, I got really good. I only have 4. The Argentines only have 4 extra sets. So 1, 2, 3. So turn 4, I can try to get rid of that one. So, but you gotta wait till that turn to get there. So, okay. Back up. Back up here to the next thing. We won't unload helicopters or conduct diplomatic feints. Okay, so if you see we have groupos here, these things are a pain in the butt. Okay, so these are what's going to put stuff out on the map, the larger map. So this is stuff that's going to put out on these right here. So, but we got to assign them to these zones. So what we do is we roll 2d6. So we'll roll 1. So we've got a 5. So we take one of these groupos, and put it on the 5 spot. If you notice, there's a 5 right there. And then you roll it again. You can have no more than 2 groupos at a time. 2. So right there. Okay. So we've done that. Now, task force phase. So that's our task force, which is right in here. So, warship submarines. Nope, we don't have any warships in right now. The escorts. Nope. Stanley-based exits. Nope. Send friendly escorts to ground troops. We don't need to worry about that. Warships and planes attack the grupos. Okay, so what you need to see, we have 2. We have the Hermes and the Invincible, and you need to use 3. You need to use 3 ships or 3 planes, and they go into the grupos. So what we want to do is get rid of some of these grupos so less planes come out. We're going to send in the Invincible and the Escort into group 5. Now the escorts will help protect. 1, 2, 3. Now that does only leave me with 4 Harriers here, and hopefully this will work out really well. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it up to 2. Okay. So, and then, oh, that's the escort. We're going to send the escort in this time just to see if we can, just to make sure, because if we lose one, then the escort goes away. So, and we'll have to put 3 dice in. Okay. So we did, so now we sent that out. So now we have to roll 3 dice and then the chart here. So higher, better in this case. We want as high as we can get. We'll roll 3 dice. We have 6, 6, 12, and then 2, which is 14. 14 is really, really good. So place the Grupo. So we'll do this one first. I probably should have called that one, but that's not a big deal. So we'll put this Grupo back up in here. And now we take our planes in this cup, and then we put them into the Argentine repair pool, and they can't be used on this turn. And depending on how things go, it's a way to get rid of them permanently. So this is actually a pretty decent one. It's a 6 strength. So there we go. Okay, so now these ships go into the Trala box in South Georgia. So they go there. Now let's go here. So we're going to do the Invincible first, and it doesn't matter which Grupo. It's not like one Grupo is stronger than the other Grupo. So that part doesn't really matter. So, okay, here we go. 3, remember, higher the better. We got 10 and 12. Well, 12 is just as good as 14. Oh, by the way, the BBC News, which is a track down here, goes up by 1. This track does matter once we hit the landing, for sure. It's actually going to go up by another 1 for that one, so we're going to go ahead and just put it up there. Okay, so this one Grupo right here is going to go here. And then, oh, that's another pretty decent one. Oh, that's a 9. So that's a 9 strength one. So that's pretty good. So the Invincible is done. And then the Escort. So the Escort can also take on one of the Grupos. Oops, I lost that die. Well, this is good so far, but we'll see what happens when it's 14. So this is a really good start. So what's neat is once you hit 3 planes in here, one of them is going to, at the end of the turn, is going to permanently, that 11, that's going to help out a lot. Okay, so one of these will go away. It'll be the 9 because the rondelles, the ones with the rondelles on them, they mean something different. So, okay, there we go. So we need to determine the air sector. So this is where, I guess we do have to do some stuff over here. So let's go ahead and we have to determine the air sector. And I've played this enough. It starts off with where the U.S. or the British troops are. There's no British troops So it's going to be sector E. Okay, that's going to be our target air sector. That's just the way it is. Okay. Now, first turn only is going to be, we're going to, first turn we put one plane in each of the air sectors. So there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, and here's one. Okay, so we put one in each of them. Now what we do is we roll a die to see which one we start, because we could start running out of planes eventually. So we're going to start with one. So that's pretty easy to start with. That's going to be air sector A. So air sector A, and in this case we put 2 in. So we put 2 in here. We put 2 in the B sector. We put the 2 in the C sector. Oh, wait a second. There has to be a groupo there. Hold on. Hold on. Forgot. See? Got all excited. So, okay. This is where the grupos matter. So, we have the Riviera, which is sector A, has none. Sector B does not have a grupo. Sector C does have a grupo. So, sector C over here does get 2. See? Let me shake these back up. Okay, here we go. So sector 2 has a grupo. Okay. Sector D does also have a grupo. And sector E also. Sector E up here. You know what? I'm going to widen this out because I think it'll be better if I do it that way. Okay, so sector E does not have a grupo, but sector E is the target sector, and it does have a grupo, so sector E does end up getting two units as well. Okay. So we've got this. So now this is where I get to take. So I get to launch all the Harriers I have, which I've got 4 Harriers right here. 2, 3, and 4. And I get to attack one of these to see if I can get rid of one. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of these in here with this A4 in sector B. Okay. Now I need to locate my Rondell planes, which I have one right here. So the Rondell is the blue, white. Let's see here if I can get good light. The blue and white circle. So, but then there are some things I have to do. I found all those. And so what I need to do here is I need to roll one die, and then there's a certain plan. So I'm going to roll a die. I rolled a 5. The 5 is Air Force Plan T. Lamidosa pursues a compromise plan. All Rondell plans on East Falklands move to the target sector. Now, so that means to the target sector. So all Rondells move to there. Well, that did not help me at all because that went there. Okay, now we have their reaction. So I roll this, which is a 4. A 4 is move all eligible planes to sector A. We leave the 2 smallest, so except for sector E, that's there. In this case, sector A, sector E are the target sector. So Dundell not there. So he is going to move to, let's see, I rolled a 4. So he's going to move to sector A. Yeah, so the rondels are here, so those have already been moved. Everything else is fine. I don't think we move any of the other ones. So, if I'm wrong, let me know on that. Okay. Yeah, so if Dundell is on the East Front but not in air sector A, E, or target sector, move him into the sector just rolled. So I did that. Also, any Argentine planes in uncontacted sectors with no Harriers move into this sector just rolled, but the two weakest planes. Well, I guess that would mean that these would actually, these, even though they moved here, are going to fly all the way to sector A. There's nothing there. So that's not a big deal, and we don't have any air battles because there's nobody here. So that kind of blows that off out of the water. Because of the moving, because all the rondels went there. Let me just make sure that's right. Because I think maybe that one was supposed to stay there. Now that I think about it. You know what? I'm going to go with that. That this guy, because he's engaged, he can't go there. But so that'll work. Okay, I'm going to go with that because I think that makes more sense. This guy would not move here because there's already focus. He's kind of stuck there. He can't go anywhere else. And all the rest of them did kind of move accurately in this case. Okay, so then I need to roll. I have to do this. So I have ground support tracks here. So I have 1, 2, 3. So, well, most I can do is 5 plus 4 is 9. And then I have 4 and 7 is 28. So I am at 300%. So we're going to roll a single die. And then single die. And then I'll show you here. 3. So I have a 3. I roll a 3 on a 300% is a DOBP. Now, what's a DOPB? Well, a DOPB, which means the defender breaks off and I can pursue if I want to. Retreat. And he's actually going to retreat here. Okay. So I can pursue if I wanted to, but I've already got 3 planes and I can't do any more than that, so I am not going to pursue. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. We skipped ground war phase because I don't have any ground troops. Check for victory. Okay, here's the way the victory works. There's only one way to win this game. And really only one way to lose. Really. The one way to win is to get all your troops on these 3 areas here outside of Stanley. You don't have to go in, you just have to have it on these 3 camps. You have 19 turns to get there, and if at the end of any turn your troops are right here, then that's that. You'll win the game. We're not conducting the same color slowdown, so we're reset. So we're going to unflip British ground, and all ships move back. Okay, so our ships are moved back into there, which is good. Okay, Admiral. So now comes the British or the Argentine Navy's kind of response. They have the 2 ships. We're going to roll 1d6. 4. So this is where the first one goes. If I roll another 4, unfortunately I don't. It goes 2. Okay. Now I need to repair. So the way Argentines, they had issues with getting parts. Let's see here. So, repair, Argentine shortage, repair parts. If there are more than 3 Argentine planes in the repair pool, select the lowest strength unit, player's choice of tide, and place it off the map in the discard pile. Donadil, and rondel units may only select it if they are the only ones available. Try again. Well, if we look here, we have a 6, which is a rondel, a 9, and an 11. So the lowest one is going to be this 9. So that's really good. So he can't affect me anymore. Now, if we are in fair weather, which we are, all planes return to the expected pool. So the rest of them go back in to that pool. Now, here comes kind of the crazy things are gonna hit the fan here. We have to do the headlines. Now, they're in kind of a smaller font or over here, so I'm just gonna kind of tell you what they are. But I have to I have to roll a d6 plus the turn. So whatever I roll plus 1 right now. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So the first headlines is the EEC and NATO allies. This may be good. So Britain's partners were deeply divided over the Falklands War. Roll one die and reply the results. Okay, so we're going to roll one die. So I got a 4. 4. New Zealand's Prime Minister Robert Bolden sends supplies and aid to British. Increase the BBC News by +3. Okay. Now that puts me up to 19, which is a top. That's a good one to start off with. Mixed signals. So we've got number 8. Oh, this one's a little more tricky. U.S. sends mixed signals. Factionalism between pro-British Secretary of State Alexander Haig and the pro-Argentine UN Ambassador Jean Kirkpatrick infuriates British foreign officials mandarins and baffles world opinion. Roll one die for each faction. If Haig's roll is higher, add his roll to the BBC News. If Kirkpatrick's roll is higher, subtract her roll. Okay, so Haig's roll is first. He rolled a 2. And Kirkpatrick rolled a 2. Oh, geez. If it's a tie, add Haig rolls, because Reagan. Well, I'm already at the top, so we're good to go there. So that's that one. Sub-threatened carriers. So number 10. Argentine submarine San Luis is reported in the area. Move one British carrier, your choice, from the TEZ to the trawler box. Oh, that sucks. I can't use it next turn. Let's go with the Invincible. Wait a second. There are which one's got more planes? Yeah, so the Invincible will work because I can use those planes then to attack. That's not too bad. It's just I'll have less times to do that. Okay. And then we have Pinochet Revenge for 14. There we go. In exchange for cheap aircraft from Britain and relishing the opportunity to humiliate Chile's hereditary enemy Argentina, Chilean dictator General Augusto Pinochet rattles sabers, causing panic in an already overextended Argentine military. If the headlines dire was even, yes, it was. The British player may move 3 Argentine Rondel planes from anywhere to the Argentine repair pool. Ooh, that works. So 3 Rondels I can pull from anywhere to put into the repair pool so they won't get pulled next time. Oh, that's nice. So there's a 6, there's a 6. Okay, so there's a 6 and a 6. And I know there's a 9. Here's a 9. Okay. Well, what's nice is I may not go after any aircraft just so I can get rid of one of those. We'll see how that works out. And then finally, we have a peace plan, which is 18. The UN makes another peace proposal trying to square the circle between macho Argentine demands for the islands and Britain's insisting that islanders be free to choose their own future. The player must reduce the BBC News number by 3, reject the peace officer, or also place the diplomacy marker on the next turn box on the track. Well, agreeing to waste time discussing it. Well, we're just gonna, I'm maxed out, and so I'm just going 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good. Okay. So that's done with that. And so now we're finally on to, so we're going to air scramble, British planes return. So the British planes return here and here, and I pull the ones off of what I sent out here. Okay. And they go here. Yep. Just like so. And then all the Argentine planes, except for the ones in the repair pool, go back in. This hopefully gives me a chance to really get some stuff done. Maybe I can get some more of the higher end planes out. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I got all those intersect. Okay, cool. And at that point, we are now on to turn 2. So that's the first turn. The next ones will start going smoother. I won't explain more. We'll just start moving through. So this is end of turn 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will continue on working through this whole way through. Talk to you later. Bye.